Hello, 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 and welcome. This is Shelly with the Jewel Design. Welcome back. Happy afternoon and evening. I think Tuesday. That's what today is, Tuesday? Yeah, today is Tuesday. Oh my goodness. It's one of those days, one of those weeks where you're like, oh my gosh, it's been a long week already. And you're like, oh god, it's only been Tuesday. That's okay though. We all do. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay. So today I thought I'd bring you along as we continue on with our sort of summer summer floral watercolor journal, right? We have our large 3+ inch spine that we went ahead and did the whole scrapbook paper cover. We threw this large, gorgeous doily placemat over it, right, to decorate it. Gave ourselves pockets, right? Did all this fun stuff. And all I used was I call it press board, but it probably was a cereal box, right? We've put 4 signatures in it. We've gotten 2 decorative digital print works and 2 large, like 11 by 7, or not 11 by 17, 8.5 by 14 coffee tea dyed papers. So you got 2 signatures of both. So you have plenty of writing room, plenty of pretty decorative room where we can put our journal cards and our whatnots and still have, you know, fun moments and still writing moments in it. So plenty of journaling space. Oh my gosh, more than enough. You've got a few months worth of writing in here easily. If you wanted, you know, a paper a day kind of deal, it's definitely here with a lot of fun. You know, hopefully enough fun interactive pieces that we'll tuck something in here. But each one of these flaps out to a full journal card to write on. So isn't that fun? 4-flap journal, 4-flap envelope turned into something a little bit more interactive. So we have been working on this over the past few weeks. Gosh, yeah, weeks. So still little things to play with and work on as we go along. But I think the last thing I have to do, guys, for any really major work, like our, you know, like all of our multi-pocketed things and all that jazz, is the ledger page pockets. We got a ledger page here, and we have a pocket here on both ends to, where's the other half? There we go. To work with. There we go. There's the other one. So I think we're going to sort of cluster and collage here, leaving this sort of open to tuck something into, maybe a little bit of a floral down here. Let's see. So I thought we'd work on that today. We'd decorate that. I know we did, yeah, maybe we can just do a little something in the corner of each pocket on front and back. I think I pulled 2 out. So there's a little something, but I think it's the other side that we need more decoration, right? We need more decor on the other side. So let's see, which one works better? Hope you're all doing really, really well. It's 85 degrees as I'm videotaping this right now. We went from being in the 60s to all of a sudden, they're like, oh, let's go 80. Excuse me? I mean, spring sprung last week, don't get me wrong. You know, spring equinox and all that jazz. But yeah, we're 85 today. It was 82 or 83 yesterday. And I'm like, what? Which is great. I'm leaving the house open. I'm getting all the heat into the house because we'll be 65 tomorrow. 60 the rest of the weekend into my birthday weekend. I'm like, really? I have to deal with cold? That is so not fair. I'm a little bummed. I'm like, here, this gorgeous weather. I wanted to be outside. I wanted to set up the deck. And it may not be. I was just curious if I had something worthwhile. Now, this is a pretty solid piece over here. This side ripped interesting, and I'm loving it. And I want to sort of play with that. I want to, you know, leave it and let it be a nice tuck-in when this is a little bit more specific. And I think because of that tuck-in and the way it is, it's going to allow me to put this, you know, sort of file folder book, which I really have to press down, just slip it in here. And I think it's going to sit nicely. So I'm all stoked about that. But the other side is more of a journal card tag type side. This one is definitely, that's our other interactive, right? So we got another pocket. We have a writing space. We have a pocket back here, which I need to decorate the top, make it a little bit of a bookmark type ordeal, right? And then all this is totally writable, which is totally fun and super. I'm really enjoying actually some of the spots that we did in this one. And we have this one going. We have the altered book, which is always super interactive. Now I can do this. I'm trying to see. I guess I could cut a little off. I was trying to see if there was just a cute way to bring in an extra piece of This was the tag to that one we just did, the top of it. I was trying to find a way to work it in. I think that was that, and if I actually leave it open on the top, we could tuck in some cute little things to it. Trying to decide if I needed something bigger, like a label, but that may actually go on the other side better. Let's put that on the other one. Maybe we'll decorate the label and put the flower on it, and we can do that for that side. Okay. Grabbed a bunch of stuff that I had already pre-cut out. Sorry, making sure I'm in camera. Wouldn't that just be a bummer? And I wanted to make sure we had what we needed. So, it's already purple, so let's keep adding purple to it because I feel like we don't have the whole thing decked out. But yeah, enjoying the altered book, and we've been working on that. We did the master boards last week. So here's this one, of course. This book has this huge bright colored, and I do have things. We have pages that have pockets on this end. The coffee dyed ones have some pockets on the front and the inside that I feel would need that kind of just sort of generic, yummy, of course it's spilling out, ordeals. I don't really need to do those corners, I just realized, but that's okay. So I hope you're all really well. I hope, like I said, the weather is maybe working in your favor. You get a little reprieve if you are just like, I need vitamin D. I hope you're getting some fun spring. Maybe it's going to stay for you guys. We're going to go back down to 60s. And sprinkles, like it's saying 20-30% chance of rain, so I don't know how much we're actually going to get. But it's still going to be cold, which here I'm 80 something, and by Thursday I'm going to have to put the fireplace back into works. It's been nice having it off this week. As actually this week I think we got a little warmer, or I just didn't feel like dealing with it, and I used the heater. Gasp. I used the heater. How dare I? But you know, you have to do what you have to do. Sometimes I didn't have time to deal with wood piles and dealing with the wood and ugh. But yeah, no, I went into last week and I went into this week and didn't have much of downtime this weekend, so I just felt like it already feels like the week is 5 days deep and it's only Tuesday. Daughter's competition went really well. A lot of great performers in schools showed up. It was really great. They did really well. I mean, they were the first ones up, so it was nice, but they were one of the smaller groups, the smallest group out there, for all levels, for both junior high. We had one district. It was sort of like a K through 8. So they had everybody show up, and they had a huge group, and it was all included kind of deal. I mean, I swear we had 3rd and 4th graders. They were so little. They looked really little. I'm like, oh my gosh. You forget just how small they can be. I'm like, when your daughter now trumps you by 3 inches and is still growing, you forget that, you know, they were little at one point. So, we had junior high, we had all in one, and we had a lot of high schoolers. And they did wonderful. It was just so, I'm surprised we have a voice. I'm surprised I have a voice. We were all a little hoarse Sunday and Monday from all the lovely screaming because we were so just happy, you know, just such a great thing. So I'm wondering if I want to put one more. I'm debating whether to put a tag in there, right? Maybe just have some cute little things included in this tiny little tuck pocket here that helps decorate it and, you know, enjoy it all at once. Trying to get, yeah, regretting doing a little bit of the gray, guys. I'm so sorry. Now, I did have a new subby ask me about my digital shop. She was looking at she was doing some binge watching, and she was looking at some of my digital reveals. And, you know, I got sidetracked, and I haven't been able to keep the on demand, in the sense of like, put new listings up that you guys can have print and shipped. But at any time you guys, whether I have digitals up or not, you see a kit that you would like a print and ship option for, I can go make a listing for it, and then you guys can purchase it, or just let me know, and I can do a custom order for you guys, and have, you know, let you know, decide how you need things going, and I'll print a kit for you if you do not have access to a printer. I've always done that, always will. Just ask. I'm game for that. But I think next week or the week after, we'll see. First week of April there. If I can breathe for a moment. By the 5th, probably, of April, I'm going to put the shop back up. The digital shop, the digital design shop. is I will put it back up. It's been a while. Let's hope that most things have worked their way out. And I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh, I hate the coloring. And there we go. See if I can get it. It's a little fuzzy. Sorry, guys. ajeweldesign.etsy.com, and it's always down below. You can see the shop. I may, let you guys know in this one too. But that is the digital shop. That is all the kits that I design or have designed since 2020 are in that. And so I would start doing the on-demand print and ship for the past few months because things have been a little crazy. And a speckled egg. I don't have my green out. Am I doing green on this one? Yeah, I'm doing green and I'm doing green. Okay, so I'm gonna get these tweaked. I think I'm gonna put the digital back out for a little bit and see how it goes. Hoping for the best. We were told by other European friends that the EU representatives were like, no, your digital designing work is not part of that kit and caboodle. It's software and things that have to do with creating product. Like, it's the software for the digital end of it. Like, if you, I don't know, you use certain things to create maybe like 3D printing or something else, you had to worry about it. But since we are just providing imagery, as long, we can say, hey, we're not AI or whatever, we are fine. And so I just been waiting, and I should check in with my friend and see, how he's doing. I know he does a lot of Ko-fi stuff, but I don't know how he's doing on the Etsy side. So gonna do a little research. I'm hoping if I see some friends and family, they're up and running stuff, I will put the digital shop back up. Maybe not every single item, because I do have a lot of items. My full kits, my words, paper kits, things like that. I may not put every little thing, but if you have something favorited or you see something or you're curious, always ask. I answer all my messages in both shops all the time because, I want you guys to be able to, ask questions and wonder what's if. And so I think we're going to keep going with this whole kit and caboodle here. And I could do a little of this. So just do some fun layering on this page, right? And just sort of enjoy it. And maybe if we can layer a few things, we can trying to see what I had. Can you see? I hope so. Nope. I'm like in and out. I have a lot of paper, a lot of stuff going on right now. I always think I have enough room, and then I go to start the project, and I'm like, oh, maybe not. Now we could do a flag on this end up here. Don't want to put too much weight on this paper because it is just old ledger paper. Looks like an old planner page, and we had it in the book, and we just were pulling out papers and using it, so it's great. I need my cutter. Oh no, what do I have? That's 1 inch. Oh, it is 1.5. Ah, I got lucky. I had my 2-inch over there for my thank you labels, and I have, it sits inside it. Oh, bummer. And I had my 1 inch somewhere because I needed to do the dangles. So I didn't realize I had my 1.5 inch right here. Woohoo! All right, let's do it in green, even though maybe green and sometimes when you go fit to print, things like our 1 inch circle coins will fit inside the punches. I do make them exactly 1.5 inches and 2 inches or 1 inch. And we're not getting better, but like it's getting to where, if your printer will allow it and doesn't do weird things, being able to, print exact as is. Your circles will fit beautifully, perfectly inside your hole punch. That's why I did them. I started cutting stuff and realized I do not cut, even circles don't cut right. I cut two straight edge on circles, and I don't cut straight on straight lines. Why not? So we started realizing that it made more sense to create these circular pieces within our punches. So our coins and our things like that I try to do them where they fit inside your 1 inch circle punches. So whether it's We Are, whether it's Recollection, whatever it may be, EK, the 1.5 inch, the 1 inch, and the 2 inch, I use all of them. I don't do too many 2 inch items in my digitals, but 1.5 inch and 1 inch are used all the time. so you guys can easily cut them out. Now this was one of those fit inside, but then you just ink it. It gives it another layer without having to layer it up. So it has its own benefits. So I'm getting some purple. I'm just using all our fun inks so that everything has its own, I don't know, uniqueness. I'm not just using the antique old, what's the word? Old vintage photo on everything. But when you need to, it is the best, right? But I hope you're having good weather. I hope everything's melting a little. So maybe, just maybe, you can breathe a sigh of relief and not have so much snow. But it's good, though, if you got snow, I guess. You won't have to worry about drought, that's for sure. We're going to struggle a little here in California. After all the fires and everything else, it would be nice if we didn't have to deal with it, worry about it, but we did not get enough rain this season. I know we've gotten some bursts, and our hills are so green around here right now. Oh my gosh, I drive my oldest to work, and it's absolutely gorgeous, and I'm just like, oh, but the moment it starts getting warm, like the past 2 days, if we don't get that fog and we don't get that cold snap here, not cold snap, but like cool snap here soon, with liquid. With water. It's not just that we get cold, it's just we need to keep, fog and moisture and a little rain with it. Otherwise that pretty green is going to go away real fast, which is very much a bummer. We look like we're emerald hills from Ireland, and then poof, gone. And then gone. So sad. Alright, so I'm thinking some layering, which I love doing. But let's see. So I hope the weather's going well. I hope spring is, you're actually seeing some spring. Wouldn't that be nice? I remember we took those pieces of paper I had left over, and I just used one of my cuts. My little cute little. You can fold these and make sort of like a whale tail out of them. But you can make tabs out of them to a point. They're not as pretty because this is on the outside, but it makes, when you fold it in, it does make for pretty inside. Like this part is pretty, right? What sits here on the page is sort of pretty, and it's not so dull. It does give you a straight edge, tab on the outside, which but I figured I could just use it as another color just to get some. Now you could do this one either way. I'm sort of strengthening up the bottom where the pocket is by doing the layering on this side, right? Not so much. I'm wondering, I'm having a thought here. I see that it's way up there, so maybe I can blend it down by doing it that way. Something like that. Why not? We're going to keep it just fun and easy. We'll keep it fun and easy, but I do feel we need a little ink for some dimension, right? So, yeah, fingers crossed, guys. If you've been following me for a while and realize I haven't had the digitals, or you're new to me, I do have quite a few digitals listed. Or had them, I have about less than a dozen right now that are on demand for print work, but I haven't had a chance to get these spring ones. I have 2 or 3 different spring kits that I would love to have open to you guys as printables that I print and send to you, and I just haven't got to be able to have a chance to do those listings. So I think we need to take a chance and fingers crossed, be able to list all my digitals again so that you guys can buy them. Buy the digitals, print as much as you like, get your craft on, and away we go. Like I said, if you ever watch something and I do it and you see the digital but you cannot print, just send me a message and let me know what you need, which digital, and maybe what, how you normally craft. And I know we just do single-sided, but, you're like, hey, I see that there's a back page, or I see that there's, a neutral, will you back everything for me? It's a little, it's a little bit extra money, but because I have to put everything through twice, but I will help you custom it a little bit, and I'll just give you a custom listing on that side, and that way you're just paying for what we agreed upon via Messenger, and I can do an on-demand print for you guys. Otherwise, all my kits are on-demand, single-sided, great 32-pound bright white paper, and I think we're going to keep everything on top. I don't think I'm tuck anything in. 32-pound bright white paper, and then a little blue, purple to us. And then the cardstock, which as white as they say it is a little more cream or ivory, I guess, compared to the bright white paper. But it helps with your It really does help, though, with your ephemera when you're starting out and you need that vintage feel. It's sort of nice that it's not perfectly bright white. Now, I could do this where it sticks up a little bit, which might be helpful. I am in camera, right? Yes, okay. I feel we're dark. Hold on, guys. I wonder if I turn that down. I guess not. Oh my god, I turned something down. I feel like something got turned down. Everything is as high as it's going to go. Alright, well, fingers crossed, right? I am looking into a new camera. Oh, I don't know. What the heck? Things are so expensive. I'm having culture shocks right now, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need a new phone. It's been a few years. I really try. I used to be 18 months and I'd have to need a new phone every 18 months. Oh my gosh, is that sad? It wasn't that I needed the newest model. It's just it would putter out. I'd break the glass, or it would start malfunctioning. The updates just wouldn't be working, and I would just wear it out in 18 months. If I got to keep something for 2 years, I was so stoked. I was like, oh my gosh, I did it. It made it. And so it's finally, we are Android people, and we've been using the OnePlus company for product for quite some time now. And me and my husband started out with 6 and 7s, and you know, I shattered my 7. So I had it fixed, but in the process went and bought the 2 at the same time because it was really cheap to have my 7 fixed due to insurance. So I had it fixed and put it aside. I thought, okay, well, it's clean, it's ready to go, and it's already refurbished, but for a kid, not such a big deal, right? So my youngest has my 7 now because she was using her big sister's hand-me-down, you know. And my oldest got my husband's 8 because, well, he wasn't using it, so I was like, he's not here anymore to use it, so let's let her use it. But my 8 is getting really wonky. It's overheating. The battery's not holding. You guys see sometimes that the coloring just isn't great when I'm videotaping. And so they came out with a 12 by Christmas, and gorgeous, just all around, should be beautiful to use. But they did come out with a 13 right behind it because of battery issues. Again, heating issues. So I'm sort of debating on the 13. They have a slightly simpler version of the 12 and 13. And way cheaper. So I might do that just because I don't like spending big bucks. Oh my gosh, I'm like, not on something that's electronic. I know I should, but before I know it, I'm gonna have to replace the computer. I'm so scared. Oh, I'm so scared. I have to hope one of my husband's old friends is still in the market of rebuilding computers, because my husband built his, and so if he kills it, I have no idea how to replace it. If something goes wrong, I am so in big trouble because, you know, our business is run off my phone and that computer. And so I'm like, oh, please don't go anywhere. Please hold out. Please hold out. Now, I'm actually out of ephemera. How is that? I can't believe I don't have any more ephemera. I guess I didn't print. So I used the journal cards for that journal tag for that one. I had a little one here, right? And we decorated it up. If I really put them all somewhere, I may have already tucked everything in. See, I have them all here, so I may borrow one for the moment. That's really small, so it definitely needs something bigger. I actually need some to make. I made that one card, but this is inked. This is not even inked. How rude! I love this kit. It's really cute. I just don't know if I have enough stuff for it. I hate to print more, but I might have to, ladies and gentlemen. So you guys have stuff in your pockets. Don't get me wrong. You can memorabilia and your own little touch that you would put in some of these pockets, right? You're like, oh, we went here, or we did that, and there's a ticket, and there's, you know, you fold a menu, or there's all kinds of fun things to put in pockets when you're doing the, I don't know if I'm gonna need it. I mean, I made that one master board, but I don't know if that master board is gonna get very far. So let's do that there, nice and solid. You can see it. You got the little guys you can write little things on, like dates. We're going to leave this sort of loose because it's cute. It looks like it should be tucked, but it's really just decor. We've got that. What else? Okay, so yes, I have the 2 journal cards in that one. What do we do? What's that? That's good. I have just one here, but I need something in here. I need stuff. And I have these 2 little guys for the front pocket, but we definitely have a back pocket back there. So even if I just put it back there so you can see it, we definitely need to put something back there so you know there's something existing. Is truthfully, it's like, oh no. And that one, I was so bummer that the birdie is sort of tucked. There we go. So we do need something there. I made that master board, but man, I'm going to go through that so fast. I'm hoping there's a few small pieces left over because I want one back here, maybe one here, or one in the back, one there. I want to put a skinny in here. I got that back there to hold like little fussy cuts that I'm done with. There's that big one. What did I... Oh, I used the 2 large journal cards to make that last... To make those flip outs. This guy's cute. He needs a little... Whoop! Somebody hit the floor. I gotta figure out what that was. I've got this cute guy because he's got all this writing space everywhere. So they need to be... Hold on. I've got something at my feet. Like, what did I drop? I'm wondering if I was thinking about... Nope, that was just hiding. Okay. Ah! Sorry. That was bad. Oh, so sorry. And this is super hot. Oh, that's not good. See, that's the only other thing is this Canva that I got is not... Sorry, guys. I actually do have to turn it down. It's not on my top 10 list, but... I'm hoping it's just me. No... Okay, maybe I turn the light on behind me because this is getting really warm really fast because it is so warm outside. And I don't feel like we're very light. I'm hoping my camera's not going up bad. I put the light on behind me. It helped a little bit, but not really, right? I don't know. I'm always so... My phone gets warm. The canva's getting warm. It was a cute purchase, and I have other lights, but not a lot. These little guys I have aren't bright enough either, so... I've got another light over here that helps keep from shadows and anyway, okay. So wait, I only got one side done. Hold on. So we did that. So we have a decor, we have a little tuck, we have our journal card. So then on the other side, this is what's going to hold our file folder. Wah! Got lace. So I need to just do a quick little 2-point. One thing I did realize with the 2 points is it makes it really hard to tie it tight. So even though it seems overkill, it's worth doing the infinity, the loop-de-loop, figure 8, there we go, to keep, so it makes it easier to tie, whether it's inside or out, your little bow, your little whatever, your knots. It does make it easier when you have that done. So let's ink this. Let's see, let's go green with this one, so you can sort of see. This one has a cute inner, the label has an inner border with white in it, and then I cut outside of that because I couldn't see it. So we definitely have tentative layers of, of whatever going on in here. You have a cute idea, and you're like, I can't see it once I print it. I can't tell. So I was thinking about putting the label here so you could sort of write on it. I have this on the outside blended here, and then we get to tuck something in. So this is pretty simple and easy. This is easy peasy here, and yeah, paper. Oh, don't tell me you're starting to tweak out. Behave yourself. Yeah. Hopefully you're working on something fun, though. You've got some summer or spring projects in tow that you've got your botanicals out. You've got your tulips and your flowers and your watercolors. And maybe you're working on some summer projects, right? So that you can get them done in time so you can get them out for all to see and use for the summer. I'm hoping what this one's going to be that someone's going to want to, if I get it done, right? If I can get my butt into gear, I can get this done. So I can have it for the summer. It'd be a great gift or to use themselves. Sometimes those of us, right, who craft, don't get a craft for ourselves, right? Like the mechanics, their cars are the last ones to be worked on because that's the last thing they want to do. They're like, wait, I do cars all day. You want me to work on mine now? I have to do mine? I have to work on my own? No. Don't want to do that. Now this one I did ink more antique-y on this side. More torn, distressed. When the other one I did green, which I like that. That totally works. I don't think that just because they're attached, because they're seen on two different sides of that signature, no one says they have to look the same, right? This one I did in green. And we have it decorated this way. Nice, clean cut, fun. Now this is a little obnoxious. We could, I don't know if I have any... If we felt it was too much or a little I mean, I could cover a little bit of it. We could put a little bit of box in here and a floral, and we could, right, make it a little less. I was debating on this up here, but I think I'll use this on the other side. We could do a little bit of something here to where maybe, that's fine. 2002, wow, yeah, that'll age you, right? Or I cover it to where we really can't, you see the numbers, but we can't see the months so much. Maybe we'll do that and put a flower in it. Let's go pink on this one this time. Using all my ink colors. But yeah, so anyway, I'm thinking about a new phone. I'm like, oh, I don't know. It's hard. I have a hard time with money. And then I'm trying to debate on what to do with, not lack of, because I've been wearing this ring quite a bit. I got it right after, not too long after he passed. I was having one of those nights when I couldn't sleep. And so retail therapy becomes quite easy, when especially it's so easy online now, right? A little dangerous. And anyway, it's my birthstone, which is nice. It is my birthstone, and it's moon and the stars, and love you to the moon and back kind of deal. So I really am happy with that part. But I bought it, and it works and it fits. I'm just having a hard time replacing it with something that may last a little longer. So far, it's holding out. It didn't rot. I mean, not rot, but like it didn't turn right away. So I know it's at least a good silver, and the ring is good, or the gemstone's good. But I went to our favorite jewelry store, and where we got our wedding rings and all that, and to see what they had, because we have a really pretty infinity sign and heart on our tombstone. And I was sort of debating on, I found a ring that actually has the same type of imagery to put on my finger, something permanent. But I don't know. I saw the necklace. They didn't have the ring in hand, which is on its way. But they ordered we'll transfer the ring over from our different location. If you want to come look at it. I'm like, okay. I saw the necklace though, and I was like, I'm not as stoked about it, right? But I found another one I do like. But again, the cost, and I'm like, that's a lot of money. There's no gems in it. There's no diamonds in it. It's just three golds. It's the white gold, gold, and rose gold, and it's really pretty. It's like 5 strands all woven together. It's really pretty. Nice and flat, flat on either way, but it takes up about maybe this much of my hand. And it's really pretty. The pictures actually online don't do it any justice, which I thought was weird. The one I thought I liked online, I didn't like in person. The one I love in person, I don't care for online. So, I wouldn't have bought it. I wouldn't have looked at it if I'd seen it, online only. So, I don't know. I'm just having a hard time. I am on my own, and spending money is not always on my top 10 list. Though I'm putting money out left and right for my children. I'm like, well, wait a minute. Little something for me here. But I don't know. So we're going to go back on my birthday. We're going to go back up there and look at both of them again side by side and get my oldest, get her opinion. See what she thinks. But I'm going to bring my wedding ring and that up there. They all need to be cleaned anyway. So I'm sort of tempted to take it up there and ask about maybe, I don't know, it's a thought. I found another ring that's similar to my wedding ring. Same feel. But why would I spend, that kind of money on a new one when I have something like it to put here? So I'm almost tempted, since I have to resize everything I'm looking at to fit this finger. I'm debating about taking the wedding ring set and having them add some white gold to the back and, resizing it to fit my middle finger. I don't feel, it looks weird on my ring finger. Now that my poor hand's not indented to it anymore. Doesn't sit like it used to. I'm like, that's interesting. So I'm really, I don't know, guys. Anybody out there? Any opinions? Anybody watch me who, they haven't actually fold that down. I know that seems weird, but I don't, nope, it's not going to say. Okay. I guess I could leave it open and ink it. Anybody out there who watches me who's, widowed? Certain ages, I guess, you just wear it until you don't wear it, but I'm only 45, and I'm no rush to get remarried, but no, I didn't get my youngest through high school, and then I may be able to have a life and decide that, but I'm having a hard time with the ring issue, and I wore it until I bruised my finger because my health was really bad after he passed. So I had to take it off, which is what this came into play with. And then once the weight came back down, it's just weird. It fits, but it looks weird. That makes any sense. I don't want to know. I don't know. I'm getting on a tangent, and that's really not up. It's not very happy go news, right? Sorry. Anyway, that's my dilemma right now, is trying to figure out what to do with it. So I'm going to take it in and see what, maybe what the girls think about me resizing it, and because neither one of them are, I mean, they're both 2 to 3 inches taller than me, and one's done growing, but the other one is not. And if even either one of them just want to use it, just want it, even up, you know, me upping the size would mean they could wear it later. If I just truly decided, okay, I'm retiring it 20, 30 years from now, and they want it in their jewelry box, you know, they could wear it just to wear it. I don't think either one of them want it as a permanent, so. Isn't he pretty? This is some of our stuff. I don't know if the hearts were in a kit that we don't, I think I got rid of all the hearts. All those hearts are sold out. I do have a few more butterfly charm sets, and I do have 2 or 3 of these. I have 5 colors of the enameled cherry blossoms, and so those are all still in the shop. But yeah, charms are always doing by fun. Yeah, so I tied this to where you have some charms in the bottom. So anyway, that's my dilemma and my fun this weekend is deciding what to do. I feel like I need a more high-end permanent something. All right, so we have this on this side too. Now we have something little needs to go in here. All right, I've got that up there. I just feel like this is not the place to put these guys. Hold on. These need to go elsewhere. I just feel like these guys need to go elsewhere. I have pockets, and I feel like we need to do something with them. So that needs to go in there, and I have a feeling that has a home too, somewhere that is needed. All right, that is definitely coming loose. Interesting. A lot of my glue didn't want to stay. I was really struggling, I think, during the winter when this was supposed to come up. And this is so sideways, guys. I just realized that it is not straight on. And it's down. It's glued. Oh, well. Perfectly imperfect when it comes to junk journaling, right? Woohoo. So, okay, we want that in there. Let's go pink on this one. So, yeah, new phone and ring issues. But yes, I don't know. If you're widowed or or younger than you expected or whatever. What is your thought? What are your thoughts? Oh, I don't know, right? I mean, if I'm going to wear something on my hand that's going to cost me some money, I might at least have either my gemstone in it, or it needs to have, you know, the diamonds, or it doesn't even have to have big, you know, gaudy anything, but I feel like I should have something on for the amount of money. I just, this ring I fell in love with, but it just has nothing in it, and I'm just like, for the cost, I'm like, just for gold. I mean, I shouldn't say just for gold, right? Cheap gold's out there, I know it is. But I was like, for the 3 different types of gold all intertwined, it seemed a little much for me. We found the receipts for our rings, and I think we spent a total of $800 for the 2 of us, for his band and my cute diamond and my little ring set. You know, less than $800 for both of us. And you know, here, you know, I'm same amount or more, and I'm just looking at intertwined metal, and I'm like, I don't know. Not so sure about that. You know, like, I felt I should getting something a little more, you know? But I hate the thought of buying another ring with new diamonds on it for, you know, way more than we paid originally. I feel like, nope, never mind. I should just enlarge the ring I have. Like, make the ring I have fit. Makes so much more sense. So, now this one we could do, edge it, do something silly. We got to figure out what to do on this one. This one needs something. I started using the roses a little bit. They really aren't on the cover, but we are using them. So I could crisscross it a little bit to give us some reinforcement here, right? So let's go here in the bottom and all that jazz. So I'm trying to see if we can get this sort of straight. So yeah, my neighbors are all selling their homes. Eek. Isn't that funny? One neighbor we're going to be bummed to lose because they're really sweet, but they want to be up with their son and their grandson, and I don't blame them, right? They're creeping into early, like, young retirement. They're still super, you know, the active young senior, you know. They'll still work. But I know she was sort of hoping to, you know, work more and more from home and less from an office, and the job lied to her, poor thing. Said, oh, you can work from home, and then it was like, oh, but I need you here, and here meant, you know, an hour and a half drive to 2-hour drive every morning. She's like, oh my goodness, that's not what I had planned. It's, you know, we wouldn't have moved over here, you know. So anyway, they've been here for a few years, but they want to be closer to their grandkids now, and so they got an offer. So fingers crossed they get to, that offer sticks, and that is a lot higher because I did not do it where I wanted it to. Okay. If I tear it, it gives it more of a organic feel, not so for sure. Let's do that. And then I can take it off the bottom. Yes, let's do that. But so sorry to see them go, because they're really sweet and they had sweet doggies and all that jazz. But fingers crossed that, you know, they get to do what they need to do. And then my other next door neighbor, which has had some trials and tribulations, all of a sudden put their house up for sale. That was sort of a shocker. We were like, what? Someone was taking photos, and then we saw the list. Then we found the listing, and someone had it on their watch list, I guess. And they're like, oh my gosh, it's for sale. And the sign went up today. So we're like, oh, okay. I don't know what that's about. Things are hard right now. Things are not easy, right? So, so hopefully it's all for the best. I'm hoping there's nothing. I really don't want anything wrong where they, you know, they feel they have to sell their house and leave. No matter what goes on, I always want people not to have to be. It's not for dire need, right? It's just because, well, change of scenery and new whatever and better opportunities, and you know, she does work for the hospital, so maybe she got a better job offer at a different, you know, hospital or something. You know, I always want the best for them. I'm tempted to leave this open as a potential pocket, which is, so like I said, it's already thin, and this, you know, it's paper, but it's not. So I am going to lightly make it a pocket, and maybe we'll leave it open, and then whoever gets it can decide. So we'll decorate here, but not up in here. That would interfere. So sort of reinforces it, helps give it another potential opportunity. But yeah, so all of a sudden my neighbors got their houses both up. I'm like, oh, whoever's coming in, hope they don't think there's something up. We're a great little cul-de-sac, and we have great renters always. We've been so lucky. Our renters are always rocked. One renter is actually expecting their second baby. So cute. We love sort of seeing the new life, right? And new families and new whatever. And two of my neighbors actually are now young grandparents, so they're enjoying the grandparent ordeal. But they're young. They started life young, and so now your kids are young, and your adult kids are young enough, and they're having kids, and old enough, young enough. How did I put that? Still young enough to make you a young grandparent, but old enough to have the family. Oh my gosh! But when I moved here almost 13 years ago, they were finishing high school, and you know, now they're, you know, having families of their own. So even I'm a little like nostalgic on that one. And I'm like, oh my gosh! So maybe we'll do a little overlap, but we won't glue it down. I think that's sort of fun. We'll let it sort of flappy be what it is. But now we need stuff. Hold on, we need stuff. We need layers. I'm probably eating up all my time, but this is what today was just decorating and working on stuff, right? Trying to finish up maybe our last really interactive page and getting it where it needs to be, so that we can then just work on ephemera in here, right? We need to fill some of these pockets. We need to give you guys more things to write on. So this is the most most pack-filled journaling opportunity possible, especially for such a large spine. I wanted to make sure you had, you know, all that fun space. Okay, guys. I notice sometimes these things do not stick where they're supposed to stay. Like, they do good, and then I go to look and I'm like, oh, you're off-centered. It makes me always wonder what's off-centered, though. There we go. But they're bouncy. And bouncy means they keep falling down. Okay, so... but nothing too tutorial today. I'm just decorating. We're down to that. Time to decorate. Not too much interactive pieces left to create. So I do appreciate everybody who watched that last altered book journal video that had, you know, all the interactive. Definitely had all the interactive papers. I know I still have to decorate those up. Those are still, I only have half of them done, which, you know, we got to watch that part, but, oh, shoot. Okay, this heat is not working in my favor today. Everything is coming loose. I cleaned the top because it seemed to be junky, but then it means that you sort of lose that seal that you have in there. Glitter glue has a tendency of sort of sealing the top in a little bit, which is lovely, which is great. but then you lose it when you go to clean it out because, you know, it doesn't want to do what it wants to do. If it wouldn't get all junked up, I wouldn't have to worry about possibly, you know, cleaning it every 5 seconds. The only thing I do miss, I love our rubber toppers, but I do still like the idea of a pin in the top, in the rubber toppers. Personally. But it's finding something in between. So you can't use the everyday pin because it rusts. But the steel, the sterling silver is too soft. So you can leave it in there, but you can't, you know, you have to make sure you can't keep putting it in every 5 seconds. So when you're working on it, because it will bend. You get one moment of oops, and we end up with, you know, bent pins. See, I have a bunch of bent pins. These are super pretty. I love all of them. These dangles are going to end up on journals at some point. Some of my personal. I've got a purple one for my purple journal. But, and this will have to go in my next winter one. I'll have to put it in. What did I do this year? I did a memory keeper, but I don't think I did enough snowy. So next winter one I do, I'll have to put this in there, you know, tuck it in, get it glued in. But the pins, they're sterling, so they don't rust, but they're also soft. So if you go to put it in and for some reason your glue starts clumping up on you unexpectedly, it'll bend the needle, and then you're sort of SOL. So it's frustrating. Okay, so that's decorated the potential pocket if I needed to. That is now decorated for our file folder little booklet, right? Okay. That now has something in it. That has something in it, but we need to work on that one. Now this needs to be inked on the inside. For sure, we need to ink it. Let's see, outside, let's go purple. I like purple. I'm liking all the colors. I do like all the ink colors right now. I'm so glad I have the blue and the green and the purple and the pink and all that, because it's making this somewhat white kit. Sort of a very white base kit in the back. Very, you know, colorful, nice and fun. There's a few pieces where I have a lot of paper, and I do the old vintage photo look, so it has a little bit more vintage feel. But I'm really enjoying all the... Now, do we remember what we were inking these with? Oh no, I don't remember which. I have to look. Which piece? Because I know the back of our paper is a very different. I did this. It was a lot of fun. I have a huge 3-panel, like, stained glass, like, window feel. So I did this in both pink and it was supposed to be pink, but it has a lot of, you know, vintage still in it. But it's going to be great to write over. But that's not, I think, what we put on the other stuff. What did we put the other stuff on? I'm having to look real quick to see. Oh, that floral one. Okay. I'm like, which one did I use? Here we go. I don't get to use this one very often, so I'm always using this corner, and we decided to use this on a lot of our stuff. So let's decide. Let's do some green on this one, maybe. A little bit of both. Green and pink, maybe. Purple on the edges and floral inside. Now, I was using, what's the word? A brush for this. And I just went ahead and used my inker there. That's okay. Let's do that. But I want to do different corners, different slots. So it sort of breaks up all the white. But it makes it still very easy to, what's the word? You know, so it can write on it, but it doesn't look so bland. It's not fun when it's bland. Bland is never fun. We don't want bland. Ta-da! Let's do a little pink. Now I do have a smaller, tinier detail, which I haven't used yet. I'm trying to get crafty with how I'm putting this, which might be beneficial, might not. Ooh, that's a nice idea. Let's see if we can do that. Let's see something here. The only thing I love is, what is hard though sometimes, is that oh, that one dark. Eek. I noticed that the oxide will pull quite easily the vintage ink right off. As you see, it starts out purple, but then it pulls the oxide, not the oxide, the distressed ink out of the brush. Won't even blink. And so it's sort of hard because I never seem to get enough of the color that I really want actually in the stencil, right? That first initial is great. Then after that, it will help grab the, that's sort of interesting. Well, that's sort of interesting. We're gonna get crafty with it. We're gonna see what we can do here. But yeah, this is what happens when you don't print or you can't print on the back of something. You use your stencils. Use whatever stencils you have to make the most of the situation. Because, you know, you can't run it back through, or you already cut it, so it's a little hard. So that's some fun, weird pieces. I did purple on the outside, so we'll do purple both ways. But it looks like it's pulling pink a little bit, which is nice. So we're getting different colors. It's definitely, you know, you can open this up and you can write all the way across it. Nice, sturdy, reliable pen. Black or navy blue. Blue ink or black ink. And you would have even a dark purple. Oh, I think I have a purple pen. Would even be really fun to write across this and, you know, do your journaling in. So, isn't that fun? Alright, so we got that. Now, I don't want to decorate too much here because I really feel that you still have room and potential. Sorry, I'm trying to get some of this ink off these guys. Got ink everywhere. I feel that we have the potential to, you know, you want to be able to write dates and events like we went here or we did something here on these squares that are definitely done. And this is open to interpretation. So it really depends. You can redo this however you see fit. You can open it this way. We've got something here. If I want to do, I don't think I have any more, I don't have a whole lot of scraps left, do I? Like scrappy. I think I have small scraps and I'm putting it on the other board. I was curious if this was tall enough. It is sort of tall enough, but do I need it? I don't know if we need anything. I hate to not do something on this, right? But I think what we can do, which I've done before and I've always forgotten about, is get my your tag punch, if you have one. And I'm just going to do in the front. And we'll put some lace through it, and that'll give it some personality to get us through. So when it's sitting in there, we get to see something. And I need green or something. Oh my goodness, what do I need? I need a lovely something. Let's see what we have here. I have some, I know I have organza, and I have grosgrain. I just need to find the right colors. I swear, aha. I'm like, wait, I know I have. I got peach and I have lavender, so I think we're going to do the lavender. This is really thin. This is a thinner grosgrain, or not, yeah, no, organza. That's what I'm saying. A thinner grosgrain than we, I keep saying that, don't I? Because I was looking at the green. Organza. Too many names for all these things, guys. Wow. So many different materials. And we use it all, right? We use it all. I can do it sheer with a little bit of lace, and that'd be pretty. So let's do that. Let's snip and snip. I can get it off. There we go. Gotta have that. And if I can find a little bit of a thinner lace, which I pulled all the white lace back over here so I can see it. That's really, I was going to say do a little something, but that's actually a little thick. That one's pretty. And that one is 2 layers, so I don't know if I really want to cut. I have to have, you know, I wonder if I have anything. As I said, I do put my scraps aside to see if there's anything long enough, maybe, to, I want to add it to this. I want a little like that, you know, something like this, where we could, let's see, take off the weird little bits. I should probably be using the right scissors, right? At least use my fabric scissors. Goodness gracious. If we slide it through, now you can glue this, you can staple it, you can, I have my fabric tacked down where I want it, so hopefully I want to layer it this way so we have some you know, oh, I like that. Okay. That's what we can do. And then I guess I'll let you guys go. It's 54 minutes already. It doesn't take long, does it? Well, I am glad you came and joined me. And as I got some decorating done and the last of our sort of interactive pages put together. Next is, like I said, we'll need to cut up the masterboard. And I will need to, definitely we need to add florals to those masterboards and some layering to any more tabs or tags and whatnot to it, so that we can put them in and make them blend together, taking the digital kit and the scrapbook paper, which, we're not made to go together. They're definitely separate. A lot of those pages came out of a little kid's, or a old spring scrapbook pad that's a good 18 years old. Easily. Got it when my daughter was born and was going to make all her baby albums. There we go. So see, we have this nice little white and lavender topper to the tag so that it sticks out, we see it, and you know that you have a journaling spot for it. See? I don't know if it'll stick out. Ooh, it will a little bit. Perfect. So we're doing a lot of that where we have things sticking out so that we can see it. So to pull it out, you can write on it. We've got our dangle and our pink waterfall here. You have the potential pocket. We have this here that needs to be sewn in. And yeah, we probably need to do a little bit of scrapbook paper up here and a word or something up there so that we can break up the fact that it looks super bland up there. So we'll work on that. And we have the little... does that fit? Is that wide enough? Almost. Okay. I knew I had a couple spots that I wanted to put, some lace sticking up. Well, and also wanted here. So we have lace sticking out of here on this cute little makeshift journal space to fit our side pocket of our multi-pocketed stackable envelope over here. So I think that lace right there is actually going to go on one of the one on the masterboard cards that'll go up here. We'll put this one or two of these, one or all of these pieces across that one so that we can see it across the top. But you never know. Maybe we can divide it and use it in both spots. So try and get more and more lace and things sticking out. So yeah, we have, things to fill in and use that masterboard for it and make it fit. So maybe that'll be the next version, the next video I will do in this regards. So that we are, maybe almost, possibly almost done. Yeah, we definitely need to cut up the masterboard and fill in some gaps so that you guys, have things to work with, and then still some pockets left over for you to fill with your own memorabilia. So, love you all very much. Thank you for joining me and just sitting a spell and crafting along with whatever project you're working on as you prepare for spring and summer. Before we know it, right? We're probably going to go right from spring, not even spring. We're going to go from winter to a touch of spring, and bam, watch, we're going to get hit with summer full blown, aren't we? So I love you all very much. Thank you so much for joining me as we work on our lovely ledger paper pockets here. And we just sort of decorated these up, made them really, made them all nice and pretty so that they don't just look like a piece of paper inserted. That's never fun. We want more than just that. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I don't know, Friday, into the weekend. If I don't see you, it's because I got really busy with preparation for the party and the birthday thing. And so I couldn't get back to it, but I'm hoping I can get one more video done for you guys preemptively ahead of schedule. And then I will see you guys again sometime next week. So love you all very much, and we'll talk real soon. Bye-bye.